What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crypto Weekly Review, home of the Wolfpack. In this video, we're going to take a look at some charts, some news, the multi-chain hack. We're also going to take a look at PulseChain wallet distribution. There are some concerns. Let's not waste any time. Let's jump straight into these charts.
You big all sus, yeah. I just doubled up on crypto. I just doubled down on the new vest. Now my check looking like 2 checks. Type of money made me want a 2-step. Who next? This week I be on the moon next. Stock going up like 2x. That's a fast flip like suplex. 2 really stepping like a duplex. You bet never lose change, but I do flex on it.
Bitcoin on the daily chart. We don't know for sure, but it looks like Tone Vays was faked out. Now Bitcoin is below and rejecting the S1 pivot. It's looking pretty bad right now. The baby death cross. This is the official death cross right here. The 55 and the 200 is what everyone looks at, but there is a third step to this. This 89 exponential moving average, this is how I was taught, that all 3 of these need to cross for it to be a death cross. Not a lot of people look at it like that. And what do I always talk about? I talk about confirmation. The confirmation would be that these are fanned out, that these EMAs are fanned out when they go through this 200 exponential moving average. That is technically the big death cross, and that is ugly. They are fanned out. If they're bunched up, that means the price action is so consolidated, it is invalid. And let me give you an example right here. As you can see, this is so bunched up right here. There's no trend to be had here, but yeah, it's rejecting the 21, but this is definitely not very good. Right here, it did very well, holding that 4-hour downtrend. It chopped through right here. It did try to get it. This could have fooled you, but it's so bunched in that it has to be invalid. Bitcoin is following the NASDAQ, as you know, that the Fed is tapering asset purchases. Basically, all that means is they're not raising rates yet. They're just slowing down how many asset purchases they're making. And that's kind of like if the house is on fire, and that's inflation, they're pouring less gas on it. So if we do have rate hikes, what is it going to do to these inflated, massive asset bubbles? What's it going to do to the housing market? Is the housing market going to collapse? Is the NASDAQ going to collapse? That is very tech stock based, and Bitcoin seems to be following it right now. And I would say it was back here as well when it was an uptrend, and as you can see, this dip right here. But Bitcoin is just much more crazier, much more irate. It's your side bitch who is emotionally unstable and torn apart by self-conflicting impulses. Another thing that I saw that was concerning and could be contributing to this downturn, probably not helping, is the decrease in the amount of spot trading in China. It is banned there. Bitcoin is banned. Bitcoin trading is banned there. Huobi, which is the exchange that services that area, had roughly 15% of spot volume, but now their share is down to 5%. That is a massive decrease in spot trading, and it could be contributing or not helping this downturn. Hex on the daily chart looks bad. It's going to be hard to onboard people when it looks like this. The sell pressure is just too much. That's what happens when you have high staking, high farming coins. I mean, people are making a ton of profit and interest. Well, that is a lot of down pressure. You need a lot of new buyers. And when the chart looks like this, there isn't a lot of new buyers to support the price. And it looks pretty bad. I mean, it looks like we're going to come down to 16.4 cents. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart where it makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, you can see this bounce. It looks like it's petering out right here. It looks like we got to get above that 21 cent mark at this point. Try to regain the uptrend. Meanwhile, PulseX sacrifices are still going on. I think it will hit $1 billion. If Hex was at its previous prices, we'd pretty much be there. There's one other piece of news on PulseChain right here. It says the PulseChain sacrifice doesn't have that many whales. The most wallets sacrificed $100 from $9,500. Let's take a look at this chart. Okay, so now you got to remember when the PulseChain sacrifice happened, ETH fees were at all-time highs. They were just insane. So explain to me this. Explain to me how people sacrificed $1, 875 wallets, and paid what fee? I mean, sure, it doesn't have to be on the ETH chain, but majority of it were Ethereum tokens, were they not? So we got $1 sacks, we have $10 sacks, and mostly $100 sacrifices. What would be the best way to make a lot of fake interest in PulseChain? Well, maybe sending $100 to 9,950 wallets. I just don't buy it with the fees. I just don't believe this. And don't kill me, but this happened in Hex. Hex had a lot of fake addresses with 1337 amount of hex in them. That stands for elite in old hacker talk. And here's some more proof right here. Etherscan provides a tool to look up 500 token holders. Almost all of them were created in blocks on the same day, within the same hour. Tried to find a single account in the top 50 that wasn't funded by the original account, the origin address. So this has happened on Hex. And when I look at this right here, I don't think it's that bullish, but at the same time I do, because I'm clearly a whale in PulseChain, but this stuff to me looks like fake interest. I know I'm gonna piss off the Hexicans and the Pulsicans, but before you unsubscribe, do you wanna be a wolf or do you wanna be a sheep? Do you wanna know the truth or do you want pretty lies? I was in the AA lobby getting Hex before 90% of Hexicans, and I will be in Hex for 15 years. Actually, 13 left. So I might even be here longer than both Hexicans. That's okay. I'm a lone wolf. That's how it goes. Okay? Anyways, look, Ethereum right here looking pretty bad, dumping pretty hard. Let's take a peek on the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, 4-hour downtrend. Everything is the same. On the bright side, ETH fees are down 35%. They were $51. Now they're about $30. So will some interest come back to ETH? Maybe. Last video, we were talking about ADA Cardano. Cardano is going to have Sunday Swap. It's their version of Pancake Swap. It's kind of like PulseX on ADA. So this pumped it pretty hard, set a new swing high. But I was telling you, I'm like, hey, I don't trust this candle. No way I'm going to buy this candle right here. And look at that nasty, nasty down. It's hard to say. There is a lot of hype about this. It's coming out tomorrow, but be careful. Be careful, because a lot of times this is a sell the news event. That's the old rumor in this game. Buy the rumors, sell the news. I don't have any ADA. You need ADA. Get the Sunday swap. It's going to be an airdrop, or they're going to have to mine it. I'm not sure. I was trying to look into it, but if you look at their Medium article and you click it, 410, this account is under investigation or was found in violation of Medium terms. Okay, so I really couldn't dig into it, and I just think that's a bad sign. So I'm just going to go ahead and wait. Hopefully they sell the news. Maybe I'll pick some up, but I gave up on ADA years ago, guys. I gave up on ADA years ago. So let's just watch it for right now. Let's take a look at Phantom. Phantom is holding the daily uptrend right here. It's holding this white line. Can it pop again? There's a lot of hype around ADA right now with the NASDAQ, with Bitcoin dumping. It's tough. I'm holding my Phantom. I don't care. It's one of those coins I'm going to go off the cliff with. Remember, I had already taken my profits at 65K. I already took my profits on Hex at 45 cents. So like, I have a cash position. I have a lot of stuff I'm going off the cliff with. I don't care, because I know this is going to go back up. So you can't fully get out of the market, because this thing can reverse on you any second. You know what I mean? That's just how I've always done it. Do your own research. So anyways, I got into Phantom. I got into Spooky Swap because I want the VE33 airdrop. It's not clear how it's going to work, but they are going to airdrop the top 20 projects on Phantom, and it's up to the projects to distribute it to us. So I just went ahead and got Spooky Swap because I felt like it was a good long-term pick anyway. We might have to provide liquidity to receive or earn these tokens. We don't know yet, but it's coming out later this week. I'm really bullish on it. I'm bullish on any tokens Andre does, and I'm bullish on any tokens that have a locking mechanism, and I'm willing to hold this through a downturn, no problem. You got to have the guts. You got to have the guts to make it. So let's see what happens, and we'll just take it as we come. Here's Spooky Swap right here. It looks like it just found some support, rejecting the 21 exponential moving average. Maybe wait on this one, maybe 25 cents. Let's take a look at the daily. I mean, this is, you can't really do TA on this. Yeah, I did get into AnySwap because I am super bullish on cross-chain swaps in this DeFi future, where a lot of these smaller chains are getting a ton of money pouring in. So, but there was a hack in multi-chain and AnySwap are pretty much the same thing. So users who approved wrapped ETH, Perry Finance, official Mars token, wrapped BNB, Polygon, and Avalanche on multi-chain platform is now at risk. To avoid loss, the multi-chain team advises user to cancel all of its approvals given to that specific tokens so they can protect their crypto assets. I have not approved any of these tokens, so I'm sitting pretty good. Let's see how this resolves. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Let's see what happens with the NASDAQ, with the Dow Jones, with the interest rates. If interest rates are going to go up and these asset bubbles deflate, Bitcoin is going to go down with it. But I do think there's going to be plenty of action on DeFi. There'll be plenty of bets to be made. And on this channel, we're not going to look away, because as soon as you look away, that's when it reverses and you buy the top. Anyways, guys, if you made it this far, please give me a like and a sub, and I'll see you on the next one. Wolfpack.